Hey everyone, Josh here with a look at another Star Wars toy. And today we're going to unbox a 6-inch Black Series. This is Zuckuss from The Empire Strikes Back. So let's go cut this guy loose. Alright everyone, here we are with Zuckuss, the Bounty Hunter from the 6-inch Black Series line. And we're going to unbox this guy today. But let's take a real quick look at the packaging. And if you didn't know, he is a store exclusive. So he's not numbered. Now, I bought mine at the Disney store in North America. And from what I've seen online, you can apparently also buy him from what's left of Toys R Us in Canada. So some of Toys R Us did actually survive up in Canada. And he was meant to be a Toys R Us exclusive, and since they had the big problems last year, they shifted the store exclusive over to the Disney store, but I guess some of them still went to Toys R Us up in Canada, because I do know another collector who got his, and it has the Toys R Us little reflective sticker on the box. So there are 2 places you can get him, but he is an exclusive. You're not going to find him at your Walmart or your Target or any place like that. But let's go ahead and real quick, I'll read the character description to you guys. Zuckuss, a Gand bounty hunter, Zuckuss heeded the Empire's call for mercenaries to locate the Millennium Falcon and bring her fugitive crew to justice, receiving his orders on the bridge of Darth Vader's Super Star Destroyer. And of course, they're referencing the very famous bounty hunter scene from The Empire Strikes Back. So there you go. Let's cut into this guy. Kind of curious to see how this figure is going to work, because as you can see through the box, he's covered in a large robe. So I'm kind of curious how this is all going to work out. But wow, he's kind of a smaller figure. And you can see he only has one accessory here. We have his blaster, and very cool. Very nice looking weapon. You get a little brown highlight here, but it's very detailed. Looks very good. I believe that's screen accurate. That's what he was holding in the movie. But again, all the bounty hunters in that scene, it was so brief and so quick. It was, it was hard to get a lot of detail on the costumes and the weaponry and everything. I kind of wish they'd, there we go, done a little more. Alright, so here he is. And yeah, very interesting. He's wearing it's kind of like a robe. It's all actual cloth. And it kind of has almost like a desert camo pattern to it. And very interesting. You see he has some sort of mechanism on his back here. And there's lots of hosing, and it's all loose on the figure. It's not molded to him or anything like that. And then you have some kind of armor plating on the front here. And a very nice face sculpt. And then some sort of breathing apparatus or something on the... A lot of hosing and tubing going on here. Okay, so... Very interesting. Okay, so you can see he's wearing just some brown pants underneath the robe there. You can see it looks like he has some armor on his legs. And I'm just trying to get a kind of a feel of what's under the robe here, because he's all covered up. So I'm kind of curious, but yeah, it's just like normal human type legs. Nothing more, and it looks like that's about as far as you're going to get this robe off. It feels like everything else is kind of locked into place. So you have this outer belt and armor strap thing on his body here, and I do not see any way to remove it at all, and it's probably a good thing, because it looks pretty complicated the way they have the whole thing set up. So He's probably going to be very limited on his movement because of the robing and everything. Let's see how far we can get his sleeves up. Okay, very nice. So they actually put texturing on his arms and everything so it matches the skin of his head. So very cool. But yeah, this robe, this whole mechanism on the outer part of his robe, it's not coming off. I mean, if you really wanted to force it, it looks like you probably could remove it, but it's obviously not meant to be removed, so we're not going to do that. And then, so since the outer part's not coming off, you're obviously not going to get the robe off. So he is going to be in this setup, unless you want to probably damage the figure trying to remove it. So I don't know why you'd want to do that. But there you go. Very nice. But let's real quick run through his movements, but I have a feeling it's going to be very limited due to the design of the character. Okay, so just looking at his head, he's just got a little bit of left and right and a little bit of up and down wiggle, and you can already see as you turn, you're hitting the straps on his armor, and so you probably don't even get a full half turn, about a half turn on the head. And again, very limited up and down movement. And so then looking at the arms here, so you should have up and down and rotation, and it is rotating, but see, you got to make sure you're not getting caught up in the robe. So, but let's see if we can see some more of his arm under here and see if we can get what the deal is. But you can see he has elbow, and let's see, does the elbow rotate? No. So his rotation is on his upper arm. It's up in this part, and you're obviously not going to be able to see it, but his arm does rotate. And then he does have an elbow joint with an up and down, and then his wrist should have a rotation, and it looks like he's got a little bit of up and down too. Okay, no, he's a little bit different. So his up and down is like this, from pinky to thumb instead of palm to top of your hand, which most of them do. But you can see he's got a little bit of up and down movement, and I have a feeling that's going to have to do with the way he holds his weapon when we get to that point. So as you can see, very limited movement. You can raise his arms up. And again, because it's all due to the robing. And then just real quick, looking at his legs here, he has pretty basic standard Black Series legs. You got the forward backward movement on it, and you have a leg rotation at the upper leg here, and then you have a knee joint and an ankle joint that rotates you. So you have up and down and rotation. So okay. Wow. So a lot of robing on this guy. Okay. So let's see how he interacts. And just real quick, let's look at the difference in his hand sculpts here. It's a little bit frustrating to move through this robing. But here you go. You can see that there's a slight difference in his hand sculpt. So here if you notice, he only has 3 fingers. He's got a thumb and 2 fingers. And so you pretty much have like your standard open fist on his right hand, and on his left hand you can see that he's got 1 finger out to be the trigger finger. So let's see how he holds that thing. Okay. I'll be honest with you, I was looking at this guy through the box and looking at these little hands where he has these 3 fingers, and I was thinking, how is he even going to hold a weapon? Is this going to work? And yes, it does. So you can see he's holding onto his weapon just fine. It's actually in there really good. So it's not coming out. Very nice. They got the finger lined up with the trigger and everything. It's good looking. I'm actually surprised it's working as well as it is. I wasn't expecting that. And then just out of curiosity, let's see if... trying to get this arm back in the right position here. Okay. Just out of curiosity, I want to see... wow, he's really got a good grip on it. Can you put the blaster in his other hand? And yes, you can. But it looks a little funny. But you can do it. Very nice. All right. I'm going to put it back in the proper hand. And yeah, he gets a really good grip on this blaster, surprisingly. So, all right. Go ahead and let him have his sleeves back. All right, everyone, and there he is. There is your Bounty Hunter Zuckuss from the Black Series 6-inch line. And I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I hope you're liking the videos. And if you are, please subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have your support here. And we're going to keep doing these reviews and pumping them out. So thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. And we'll talk to you later.